to Shanghai. I'm Chen Xuan.
Hi, I'm Timothy Pope. China's tourism market is drawing global industry attention. That's the key message received from the ongoing Tourism Trade Fair here in Shanghai. This three-day event has attracted more than 700 exhibitors from 85 countries and regions. That's 30% more than last time.
Driven by favorable policy support and growing cultural confidence, the China inbound tourism sector emerged as one of the most prominent highlights of 2025 ITB China, demonstrating remarkable 63% growth in exhibition space.
上海去年的入境游客在全国排第一的，然后看这个数据是670万人啊，然后增长的是84%。入境游的收入是多少呢？是110亿美金啊，这也是创历史新高的。再给大家看一个消费数据啊，离境退税这个的增长和即买即退的这个增长都非常高，涨了40倍。
The inbound tourism sector made a big comeback in 2024, welcoming 130 million international visitors to the country, up 60% year-on-year, according to Trip.com Group. This growth momentum continued into the first quarter of this year, as foreign tourist arrivals surged nearly 50% year-on-year. Particularly noteworthy was the 85.6% year-on-year spike in visitors from visa-exempt countries.
我觉得国内入境游增长最主要的原因，首先还是来自于国家免签政策的扩大。那么这块政策的扩大呢，包括我们做的一系列的让外国人到中国来更方便化措施，签证啊、支付啊各个环节上，其实让整个过程和体验更方便了。这是第一件事儿。 第二件事儿呢，其实中国过去的20年里面，我们整个在旅游行业基础设施的打造，所以保证了我们今天中国的旅游的基础设施对于国际化市场来讲，其实在全球还是保持领先优势的。除此之外，也包括了我们这几年中国的面向入境游的产品内容也在不断的丰富。那么这些方面能构成的是说中国旅游行业的一个增长。
I think China has so many advantages, especially when you travel on tourism. With no technology, it's at the top, you know, all digital payment, and you don't need to carry your cash, and you don't need to carry wallets anymore. So everything is mostly digitalized, and in China we know how safe it is to be compared to other countries in the world where unfortunately it's getting worse and worse, which in China is really feel safe.
Starting June 1st, 2025, the country has implemented a unilateral visa exemption for citizens of Brazil, Argentina, Chile, Peru, and Uruguay on a trial basis.
There's 5 new countries where we happen to get this visa free of 2040 days. So we really focus on those countries for the next few days and for the next few weeks to let them know that we have our hotels here, you know, and all the cultural activity that we do.
Recognizing the revitalization of China's inbound tourism market, the Capella Hotel Group has announced plans to open 4 additional properties on the Chinese mainland as part of its strategic expansion.
And recently, more than 600,000 food and beverage industry professionals from China and around the world came to Shanghai to attend a pair of trade shows: SIAL International Food Show and Bakery China 2025, as the city is well known as one of the best places for brands to take their first steps into the Asian market.
Food, glorious food. Shanghai had something to savor, as the SIAL International Food Show was at the Shanghai New International Expo Center in Pudong District. While nearly 10,000 new products from leading domestic and international brands made their debut at Bakery China 2025 over at the National Exhibition and Convention Center in Hongqiao. Clean, healthy, low sugar, and low fat were the key concepts that international brands introduced to the Chinese market.
The wine jelly, it's 100% made from wine. It has no alcohol, but it's very good to cheese and with bread. It's very interesting.
There's a technical breakthrough behind it, because normally 25% cream, you need a lot of additives to make it whip. This one, only 2. This is the best of China cream at 38%. Inside you have milk, milk, and milk. Nothing else. We want to always be at the forefront of the consumer trend. In China, for China.
It's very healthy
It includes the vitamins, the fibers, everything what is needed for the body. We are selling a lot of products to Japan, Korea, and I hope they will enter the China market.
The two exhibitions are expected to attract a combination of 600,000 industry professionals from China and abroad. Companies and buyers are engaging in direct exchanges and negotiations.
Es un mercado más joven que otros, pero es un mercado que aprende muy rápidamente y estamos muy contentos con este mercado. En el caso concreto de Philly, es una marca que ha tenido una gran expansión en China desde el momento en el que se certificó el hueso.
In recent years, China's food and beverage market has become increasingly receptive to products that reflect authentic culinary traditions from other countries. Take Iberian ham as an example. In 2019, Spain's exports to China were valued at 17 million euro. By 2024, that figure had risen to 28 million euro for an increase of 60%. Since Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez visited China this April, the Interprofessional Association of the Iberian Pig expects ham imports to continue rising in coming years.
De hecho, se están firmando nuevos protocolos que facilitan el acceso de España al mercado chino en sus productos. Y en el caso particular del jamón ibérico, estaría muy bien que haya una reducción de aranceles, que en definitiva va en beneficio, es una ventaja para el consumidor chino, puesto que bajará el precio de venta del producto, teniendo los mismos precios, pero bajará ese precio de venta. También podemos considerar que las noticias que hay de incremento de aranceles o de aplicación de aranceles en otros destinos como Estados Unidos, que hoy supone el primer destino fuera de la Unión Europea de exportación de jamón ibérico desde España, si se aplican ese incremento de aranceles en ese país, esto va a suponer que los fabricantes pongan el foco en otros países como es China y por tanto pueda haber mayor impulso al consumo del jamón en este país.
In April 2025, the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization reported that the global food price index rose to 128.3 points, a 1% increase from March, and a 7.6% year-on-year rise. This uptick was driven by higher prices for cereals, meat, and dairy products. However, China's grain reserves, which are far above the international food security threshold, provide a stable foundation.
更健康、更美味、更安全、更实惠，去开展我们的研发。中国呢是在全球，它是构建了最大的食品的安全体系，也是品类最多的。所以说，这也形成了我们在防御、抵御这个国际市场粮价变动的第一道防线。我们主要出口的国家也是我们“一带一路”的相关国家，主要是在东南亚的国家比较多。
In today's Shanghai A to Z section, we offer you a guide to the delivery service of Shanzong. The service is your go-to when you need to get something to another city fast. You've got a few options depending on how quickly you need it and how much you want to spend: air, high-speed rail, or car delivery. For example, if you want to send something from Shanghai to Beijing, air delivery takes about 7 hours and it costs roughly 900 yuan. High-speed rail delivery will take around 10 hours and set you back 500 yuan. And if you want to send something from Shanghai to Hangzhou, the high-speed rail takes about 5 hours for 500 yuan, while car delivery takes about 7 hours for 350 yuan. Here's a step-by-step guide. First of all, click cross-city delivery on the Shanzong app or WeChat mini program, and it will automatically redirect you to place an order. Secondly, fill in the sender and recipient information, then enter items details including weight, size, category, and more. And then delivery options and prices will be provided. Choose the one that suits you the needs. Finally, click Pay. And now time for Shanghai Q&A. Today's question is from Jim from the United States. I live in Jiading District. Is there any place to play golf? Well, hi Jim, of course there is. You can go to Shanghai Xiehe Golf Club. It's an 18-hole course with a par of 72. The layout skillfully waves small hills, valleys, stone walls, and bunkers into the terrain. Yinan Club is also a good choice as it features 64 auto-teeing bays, 2 indoor simulators, and 9 VIP practice suites. It also has Jiading's only large natural grass short game area. Well, if you got any questions for us, you can find us on the socials.
We'd love to hear from you. You can find all our content online and join us here on Dragon TV Monday to Friday.
Thank you so much for watching and see you next time.
Bye.